All right, Algebra 2, how's it going? You guys are having a great night. This is the second video of basically it's solving quadratics by factoring part 2. It's section 1.4 is really just an extension of 1.3. You're doing the exact same thing, solve by factoring. The only difference is that these are just a little bit harder to factor. So I'm going to do two examples. We've been factoring these already. We've practiced these. When we were doing review, so I'm hoping the factoring will start to get easier for you. So I'm going to work on these two problems here and explain them to you, and hopefully this will get you through section 1.4 and you'll be able to do your practice problems on your own with that. Here we go. So this is just, we're just going to factor just like we did before. The difference in this section, like I said, is these are just a little bit harder. So to factor this, we have a coefficient here, so it's going to make it a little more challenging. Luckily there's only one factor of 3, one set of factors, 3 and 1. So I put them here, those have to go there, and then I have to look at this guy up here and I have to figure out factors of 4. Well, we know there's 2 and 2 and 4 and 1. Now we have to pick a pair of those to try. So I can try 2 and 2, and I'm trying to think ahead a little bit and see if that's going to do it for me, or 4 and 1. And I think 4 and 1 is going to do it, but if you're not sure, you just got to try it and see. So I'm going to try, I'm going to put 4 here and 1 here. So when I do inners and outers, I get a 1n and a 12n. So is that going to in any way get me 7n? Hopefully you're saying, no, it's not. So that is not going to work. So I am going to get rid of those two and try them in a different order. I'm going to put my 4 here and my 1 here and see how that goes. Now I've got a 4n and I've got a 3n. I can get 7n that way as long as both of these are positive, which is what I want for this sign anyway. A positive times a positive is positive. Now I've got two equations to look at here. This can equal 0 and make the whole equation 0, or this can equal 0 and make the whole equation 0. So I'm going to do this one first, 3n plus 4, set that equal to 0, or n plus 1 can equal 0. I'll do the easy one first. So n can equal -1. That's one of my solutions. And over here, 3n, I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides, so I'm going to get 3n equals -4. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 3 and get n equals -4 1/3. So I've got this that can be my answer, -4/3, or n could also be -1. With this example, I pulled this one out just to make sure you remember something when you're factoring. Always, 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 can I say it one more time? Always remember to look for a common factor before you start trying to do your reverse FOIL method to factor. Otherwise, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to be pulling your hair out. So look for common factors first. Do we have a common factor here? We've got 15, 5, and -20. Yes, we do. 5 goes into all three of those boogers evenly. So we're going to factor out a 5 before we even start thinking about doing the reverse FOIL method. When I do that, I've got 3x squared minus x minus 4. Now we've got something we can deal with here. The 5 doesn't go away, it's got to stay, although it's not going to have bearing when we solve for x, when we set our little binomials equal to 0. I'm going to put a 3x and an x here because those are the only two factors of 3 we are working with. Now I got to look at 4. I got to have factors of 4, 2 and 2 and 4 and 1. I'm trying to think ahead to see which one it's going to be. I think it's going to be 4 and 1. I'm going to put a 4 here and a 1 here and see if that works. I get a 4x and a 3x. That can get me a -1 if I find the difference between them. This is a negative, so one is going to be positive and one's going to be negative. I got to get the signs in the right spot. So to get a -x, we need to have a -4x and a +3x. So that negative has to go there and the positive has to go there. And like I said, you just always have to FOIL it out and double check. So a negative 4x and a positive 3x gives you a negative x as your middle term. So now we've got 3x minus 4 equals 0. That's one possible solution. Or we have x plus 1 equals 0. So I'll do the easy one first again. X can be negative 1, or add 4 to both sides, divide both sides by 3. Boy, we keep getting the same answer. Did I really just do the same one? Oh no, it's different. Slightly different, isn't it? So I've got x equals 4/3. So our solution is either 4/3 or negative 1. So it was similar to the other one, but this is positive and that's negative. So, all right, hopefully that'll do the trick, and that'll help you get through these few problems in section 1-4. So good luck to you, and please make note of any questions, and we will get through it in class when I see you next time.